Hello, Fawlty Towers.
After 45 Basil-less years, Fawlty Towers is back, but this time it's taking over London's West End theatre scene. But with John Cleese now 84 years old, just how much will he be involved? In this video, you'll discover what to expect from the show, where to get your hands on the cheapest tickets, and what happened to the original cast. But first, if you appreciate this video, please do show your support with a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe, so together we can honor TV greats in a respectful and meaningful way. As Fawlty Towers makes its highly anticipated transition to the West End stage, audiences can expect a delightful blend of nostalgia and fresh comedy. The play, adapted by John Cleese himself, aims to capture the essence of the original TV series while providing a new twist that's sure to entertain. The 2-hour spectacle at the Apollo Theatre in London draws its inspiration from 3 of the most beloved episodes: The Hotel Inspector, The Germans, and Communication Problems. These episodes are not only fan favorites, but are also known for their iconic scenes and hilarious mishaps, which translate wonderfully to the stage setting. Cleese has added a unique finale that ties together the endings of all 3 episodes, creating a cohesive narrative that promises an explosive and laughter-filled climax. But will John Cleese actually be in the show? Sadly not, as he's just not up to the physical demands, claiming "it would kill me." Despite his absence, the show does boast an impressive cast, with Adam Jackson Smith stepping into the shoes of the irascible Basil Fawlty. His portrayal is said to capture the chaotic spirit of Cleese's original character with a modern flair. Alongside him, Anna Jane Casey plays the ever-patient Sybil, bringing a new depth to the character while maintaining her iconic charm. In addition to the performances, the production value of Fawlty Towers on the West End is said to be top-notch. From Liz Ashcroft's carefully designed sets that recreate the charm and chaos of the Torquay Hotel, to the lighting and sound design that enhance the comedic moments, every technical detail has been meticulously planned to bring the world of Fawlty Towers to life. Want to check into Fawlty Towers without breaking the bank? Stay tuned to the end to find out how you can join Basil and the gang for only £18 a ticket. So what about the original cast? Well, before we update you, here's a little Fawlty trivia that I bet you didn't know. The inspiration for Basil Fawlty came from Donald Sinclair, an idiosyncratic hotel owner Cleese encountered during a stay at the Gleneagles Hotel in Devon with the Monty Python team in 1970. This experience sparked the concept for Fawlty Towers, which Cleese and then wife Connie Booth turned into the comedy classic we all love. If you did know that, hats off to you. Now, as promised, let's update you on the original cast. John Cleese, as we know, is as active as ever at 84. But before embarking on this incredible revamp, he's had notable roles in the James Bond franchise as Q in The World Is Not Enough and Die Another Day. His recent voice work also includes roles in the Shrek series and Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, where he played the ghost, nearly headless Nick. Prunella Scales, renowned for her portrayal of the formidable Sybil Fawlty, brilliantly depicted the character's unique blend of sharp wit and commanding presence, often overshadowing her much taller husband Basil. Despite Basil's colorful nicknames for her like My Little Piranha Fish and You Rancorous Coiffured Old Sow, Sybil's love for her husband was evident as she frequently stepped in to manage the crises he caused. After the show, Scales enjoyed a distinguished career in both film and television. She earned a BAFTA nomination for her portrayal of Queen Elizabeth II in A Question of Attribution, and appeared in notable films such as Escape from the Dark and The Hound of the Baskervilles. In 2007, she delighted fans by reprising her role as Sybil for a Children in Need special, taking charge as the manager of Hotel Babylon. From 2014 to 2019, Prunella starred alongside her husband, Timothy West, in the Channel 4 series Great Canal Journeys. However, she decided to retire from television due to her ongoing battle with Alzheimer's disease, diagnosed in 2014. Her son, Samuel West, has shared that while Prunella struggles with short-term memory and following conversations, she still enjoys reading and retains some remarkable abilities. Despite the challenges, her legacy as an iconic figure figure in British comedy remains vibrant and cherished. Andrew Sachs immortalized the character of Manuel, the earnest but perpetually confused waiter from Barcelona. His portrayal of the language-challenged Spaniard, who often bore the brunt of Basil's comedic wrath, endeared him to audiences worldwide. The role was physically demanding. Sachs suffered real injuries during filming, including a severe headache from a metal pan hit and significant acid burns in a stunt gone wrong. Beyond Fawlty Towers, Sachs continued to have a successful career in British television, stepping into roles such as the hotel manager in Are You Being Served and appearances in popular soaps, EastEnders, and Coronation Street. However, his later years were overshadowed by a notorious prank call scandal in 2008 involving comedians Russell Brand and Jonathan Ross, which led to significant media fallout and personal distress for Sachs. In 2012, Sachs was diagnosed with vascular dementia, an illness that progressively impaired his ability to speak and resulted in him using a wheelchair. Andrew Sachs passed away in a nursing home in November 2016, leaving behind a legacy filled with laughter and resilience. His wife, Melody Sachs, sadly passed away the following year, marking the end of an era for those who knew and loved the couple. Connie Booth co-wrote Fawlty Towers with then-husband John Cleese, and also starred as the resourceful and long-suffering waitress and maid Polly Sherman. Polly was often seen as the voice of reason within the chaotic environment of Fawlty Towers, frequently finding herself in compromising situations due to her loyalty to Basil. Despite Booth and Cleese divorcing in 1978 between the show's two series, their professional relationship endured, and they continued to collaborate effectively on the show. After her memorable role in Fawlty Towers, Booth went on to appear in various productions including The Buccaneers, Dickens of London, and the TV film The Return of Sherlock Holmes. In a significant career shift, she left acting in 1995 to pursue an education in psychotherapy, a field in which she has been practicing ever since. Booth has been married to author John Lahr since 2000, focusing on her new profession and maintaining a private life away from the public eye. She's 83 now, and although she likes to keep a low profile, she recently let slip that she's looking forward to quietly sneaking in to watch the new show. Ballard Berkeley brought to life Major Gowan, the doughty former soldier and permanent resident at Fawlty Towers. Major was a character of his time, often making racially insensitive remarks that have since been edited out for modern audiences. John Cleese has defended these aspects of the character, labeling Major as an old fossil whose outdated views were meant to be ridiculed rather than supported. Berkeley's acting career extended beyond Fawlty Towers, with notable roles in popular British sitcoms like To the Manor Born, Terry and June, and guest appearances in Are You Being Served and Hi-de-Hi. His versatility as an actor was evident across these varied roles, showcasing his ability to adapt to both comedic and serious characters. His final contribution to the entertainment industry was a voiceover role in the animated film The BFG. Ballard Berkeley passed away in 1988, but his legacy endures through the charm and humor he brought to his roles, particularly the memorably eccentric Major Gowan. Brian Hall brought a unique flavor to Fawlty Towers as Terry, the cheeky Cockney chef introduced in the second series. Terry's laid-back approach to cooking and his scuffles with other staff, particularly a memorable clash with Manuel over a paella, added a fresh dynamic to the hotel's usual chaos. Despite his robust on-screen presence, Hall faced a personal battle off-screen, fighting cancer with the same tenacity he brought to his roles. He famously described cancer as a bully, vowing to give it nothing. Brian Hall sadly passed away in September 1997 at the age of 59, after a courageous 3-year fight against the illness. His spirited performances continue to be celebrated by fans and colleagues alike. Bernard Cribbins appeared on Fawlty Towers as Mr. Hutchinson in The Hotel Inspectors, where his portrayal of a fussy guest mistaken for an inspector led to hilarious mishaps. Known for his versatile acting in both children's television like The Woombles and classics like Doctor Who, Cribbins left a lasting mark on British entertainment. Bernard Cribbins passed away in 2022 at the age of 93, remembered fondly for his rich contribution to the arts. Gillyflower and Renee Roberts starred as Miss Tibbs and Miss Gatsby, the endearing elderly residents of the hotel. Their performances added a gentle comic relief and contributed to the hotel's chaotic environment. Both actresses passed away in the mid-1990s, but are still remembered for their roles and famous catchphrase, "Yes, Miss Mr. Fawlty. With the curtains rising once again for the West End adaptation, the spirit of Fawlty Towers is alive and well, ready to welcome a new generation into its uniquely humorous embrace. So if you're ready to experience the laughter and mayhem of Fawlty Towers on the West End, tickets start at just £18, making this unforgettable comedy accessible to everyone. But of course, like Mrs. Richards, you can always pay for a view. Visit Fawlty Towers, westend.com to choose your seats and book your spot. Before you check out of our video today, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment with your favorite Fawlty Towers moment. Was it Basil's "Don't mention the war," or perhaps the infamous encounter with the moose head? Let's keep the memories alive and the laughter flowing. Until next time, may your hotel stays be less eventful than a night at Fawlty Towers.